Jaylen Brown back in, lost the ball. Anunoby all by himself throws it down. Tatum is hurt. Tatum is down. He wants a timeout. Tatum in so much pain.
This ended his season, but it didn't ruin his chances for the next one. If Jayson Tatum even plays 10 games before the playoffs, the Boston Celtics become the most dangerous team in the East again. And right now, that possibility is closer than people think. Achilles injuries are one of the most devastating injuries in basketball. Kevin Durant missed the full year. Klay Thompson missed the full year. Most NBA players take 9 to 12 months before returning to full game action. But here's where things get interesting. We are not even fully at that 9-month mark yet, and Jayson Tatum is already participating in 5-on-5 scrimmages. So the real question isn't whether he can return. The real question is whether he's about to return much sooner than anyone expected. And if that happens, the entire Eastern Conference picture could change. Let's rewind. March 2025 against the New York Knicks. Game 4. Tatum goes down. Non-contact lower leg injury. Immediate reaction.
And you see the concern on Al Horford and the Celtics' faces.
Achilles torn. His surgery was performed on May 13th, shortly after even those close to him projected an 8 to 9 month recovery window, which would put a realistic return somewhere around February or March at the earliest. And that's just medically cleared. Game shape is different. Conditioning is different. Explosiveness is different. Historically, players don't just come back. They come back gradually. That's why almost everyone assumed the season was lost. But that assumption might have been premature. Why? 4 months after surgery, Tatum was back on the court. Not light stretching, not stationary shooting, on-court basketball drills.
I've been walking around normal for the last 8 weeks. I keep telling people I'm a basketball player. So, give me the ball, let me run up and down the court. I'm certain I feel like I can run before they want me to run. I feel like I'll be able to get on the court before they want me to. Time don't stop for nobody.
By December, Brian Windhorst reported that Tatum was determined to return this season. Then in February, he began practicing in team practice with the main Celtics. Full shooting drills, contact from coaches, controlled scrimmage environments. And then, on February 25th, Shams reported that Tatum was ramping up through high-volume scrimmages and focusing on calf strengthening and conditioning. Here's why that matters. 5-on-5 basketball is the final checkpoint before return. It means the structure is stable, the calf is responding, the conditioning phase has begun. This isn't rehab anymore, it's preparation. Now we have to zoom out. Achilles injuries historically impact 3 key things. First step explosion, vertical lift, and lateral quickness. After returning from his Achilles tear, Kevin Durant maintained elite scoring, but his drive frequency decreased slightly in his first season back. Klay Thompson's perimeter defense and lateral mobility were noticeably different after his return. Studies on NBA Achilles recoveries show a small but measurable dip in efficiency in year 1 post-injury. Now here's the difference. Tatum is 27 years old, younger than Durant was at this time of his injury, younger than most superstars who have gone through this. Age matters in recovery. Muscle elasticity matters. Baseline conditioning matters. And Tatum has always been one of the most durable, high-minute players in the league. So the real question becomes, is he ahead of schedule, or is modern sports science accelerating what we thought was impossible? But here's where this gets complicated. Boston hasn't collapsed without him. In fact, they've adjusted. The ball is moving differently, other players have expanded their roles, offensive responsibility has been redistributed throughout the team. And sometimes when a superstar returns in mid-season, there's a short-term adjustment period. Usage shift, spacing shift, shot distribution shift. We've seen it before, where a high-usage player returns, even a great one. There's an inevitable recalibration phase. Now that doesn't mean it's bad long-term, but it does mean rhythm matters. Right now, this version of Boston has built chemistry under different conditions. So the real decision isn't just medical, it's strategic. Do you reintroduce a 30 points per game scorer into a system that has adapted without him? Or do you preserve what's currently working and wait for a full season reset next season? Timing matters. Playoff rhythm matters. This team has drastically changed from last season to this season. They have lost a lot of key pieces. But here's the counterpoint. The ceiling of this team without Tatum is not the same as the ceiling with him. Even if Boston is functioning well right now, postseason basketball is different. Half-court possession slows down, matchups tighten, and late-game shot creation becomes everything. That's where Tatum changes the equation. So the question becomes, is short-term adjustments worth long-term upside? There are two risks here. The physical risk, which is obvious, and the chemistry risk, which is subtle. Physically, Achilles recoveries are unpredictable early. Chemistry-wise, reintegrating a high-usage player late in the season can temporarily stall offensive flow. But historically, teams are willing to accept short-term friction for superstar upside. Because in the playoffs, talent compresses games, and stars decide series. So Boston's front office isn't just asking, is he ready? They're asking, does bringing him back increase our championship probability? That's a different question. If Jayson Tatum returns this season, it won't just be about whether he's healthy. It will be about timing, integration, and whether Boston believes their current version is enough, because right now they're competitive. But with Tatum, they're dangerous. The calculus isn't simple, but one thing is clear. If he steps back onto that court this year, the Eastern Conference shifts immediately. The only unknown is how smooth that transition will be.
The tension's good. You're as good as anyone has ever been. So, in 6 weeks, I'm confident you're going to go back and beat Jayson Tatum the way you were before. You're a young guy, you're Catholic Spring. Yeah.
Can't come back and be no role player, Doc. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
We're gonna get back, Doc.
Get back.
We're gonna get back.